check this out. There's no more food. Everything is gone. Everything perishable is gone. Whew. It's crazy. Look at the line on the grocery. Big line. Crazy. Yeah, I'm right here. Oh my gosh, look at the line. Ooh boy. I hope it ends pretty soon because it's scary. Maybe Jesus is coming. You better watch out. That's the snow in Houston. Oop. You hear that? That's my alarm. I have to turn it off in 2 minutes or else the cops will call the fire department or the police department. There. It's off. And then I have to close the door to turn it on. Stay. So the purpose of the alarm is, you know, it calls the R911 when there's a break-in or a fire, and you can't call them. Yeah, so this one looks a little bit promising. So as I was making, this is my brother's art too. This is my son's art. Helped by my brother when he was 3, and I also want to show you a special one. This one is by Zeus Paredes. Check him out. He has artworks on Zeus Artworks. Google him. He's actually the guy that coined the name Burger Machine. It's an interesting food truck in the Philippines. So, like what I was saying, when I was trying to make a toast, I'll probably have just butter and jam. I don't know if I still have jam. There was one leftover toast. I'm gonna toast it again until it's black, and I'm just gonna put it as a dehumidifier for the veggies in the fridge because it's carbon absorbs moisture. So that's one way of recycling spoiled bread. So I'm going to show you how I make my coffee. This is just a reused Folgers cup, but I just buy my freshly ground coffee and I put it here. So what is this? It's actually a Keurig cup. I'm making a mess because it's taking a video and putting this one, but close it and it becomes something like this. You put it here and it makes coffee. It's easier, but I like my own coffee, so I use this one. It's a Keurig cup. See, it's ready to cook. But before I pour that coffee, I put my half and half first. Half creamer, half milk. Oh, never mind that. That's a lousy one. Don't buy that. There. Half and half creamer, half milk. There's a mixture of half that you can buy, but that's what I have. So there. Oh, you hear my dog? I think she's ready to poop. There you go. Boom. That's the coffee, and I'm gonna retoast this. Oh. Okay. Yeah, see, you heard my dog. I think she wants to go out and poop. So We'll see if she's gonna poop out in the snow. Whew. Come on, go on. Yeah, because we let our dogs stay inside. But of course, we, as much as possible, we don't like them pooping inside. So every morning she tries to wake me up, scratches the door, like what you heard earlier, indicating she wants to go out. Come on, go poop. She usually doesn't take it this long because, when you're about to go, you gotta go, right? But I guess it's cold, so she's kind of... Nope. I think she's coming back. She can't do it. She might just poop inside. Doggy in the snow. Doggy, doggy. Oh my gosh.
Is it in the car?
So this is it, right? It's dark because the lights are already out, so we still don't have a heater because the heater runs on electricity, although it's heated by gas. So what I did in my patio heater, I took it inside because the thing is, my chimney, I'm out of wood, and my chimney runs on gas, but I can't find the keys. There's usually a key to turn the gas on the chimney, but we don't seem to have it in this house. I guess when it was remodeled, they took it down, so I just, try to MacGyver it. And then we're having our candles, and then wife and son, they're bringing cardboard boxes for Plan B since we don't have wood. So candles, fireplace, candles by the hallway, and hope keeps us warm. Okay, we're down to Plan C.
Go away.
Use the
Leave.
boxes at the houses or whatever, things you have to shred. We're gonna use it, consume it first
Go away.
before using the propane, which I think was a good idea since we can't find firewood. Okay, good morning. It's a chilly morning in Houston. It's the second day in snow. We're not used to it. I think this is the coldest Houston has been. Most of the stores are out or closed. The only store I had open yesterday was Home Depot, and there's no firewood, so we just got the cardboard boxes. I still have some over here. I don't know if you see that. I already took most out because we used it to heat up the place via the fireplace. It was kind of they were intensive because it's not wood, so it burns quick, so you have to keep filling it up, and so far it has kept us warm. The roads are very icy. I almost slipped just trying to get this car started, just to make sure it's starting, because you have to let the engine warm up before you use it. And I don't think I can use this because look, and we're out of water. I tried to ice scrape the other car, which I might just use. So right now we use the patio heater. We brought it inside the chimney. I'll show it to you later. My battery's bad, so I can't really use it as much, and there's no power, so I can charge it in the car. I should have left it in the car so it would have charged overnight, but that's okay. Maybe later, that's what I'll do. So right now, as I show you, I'm trying to take out the ashes from the fireplace last night, so it has a space later. And you see that patio heater, it's not really giving a lot of heat. It's more ambient, but better than none, I guess. It used to be our patio heater. I thought it was a patio heater because this is a small car, and I don't think the patio heater, because mine, I had a patio heater. It's too tall. I don't think it's gonna fit here, so I got a tabletop. But it was just a fireside fire pit or something. It's just more decoration than a heat, but it's more ambient lighting. So far, that's what we were using. I think we still have gas, but good thing we filled the tubs with water, so that's what we're using to flush the toilets, because they took out the water already. I just hope that my pipes aren't busted. That's gonna be a lot of problem. If in the case that it is busted and you're watching and you want to support me, click on Moltopia, buy here. What is Moltopia? It's an online store where you can buy stuff and pick it up. Because I have all the stores close to you. They have branches where you're at. Only in America. That's our first phase. Hopefully we can go to Canada and the other countries. So you can also have it delivered. But some people, love to shop online, but are hesitant about the delivery because sometimes they just live in an apartment and then people steal stuff. They don't have that door, and or the Amazon people don't have access to the gate, so they just leave it outside, so it gets stolen. So I think the next convenient way is to shop online, and then when you find it, have the option of picking it up. Hopefully it takes off. That's why I've been doing this actually, so to generate awareness of how it is, and at the same time show, because I'm Filipino, show our culture. I love our culture. It's an interesting culture. It's actually a, what you call it, a fusion of all the races, really, because well, not America, but because we are really tribal people. We're Malay. You can see from our skin that we're Pacific Islanders. But 400 years ago, the guy that discovered Spain, he's from Spain. He traveled the whole world. He's the first guy to circumnavigate the world. He didn't end up circumnavigating. I think his pawn, I forgot his name, his slave was able to go back to Spain, but his ship was able to circumnavigate the world, which proves that the world was round. So it was very groundbreaking at that time. I know, I'm talking about Magellan, right? So he's the guy who was able to circumnavigate the world. And imagine, when he came to the Philippines, he died. Filipinos killed him. We weren't called Filipinos back then. We were probably Maharlika. We were a group of unincorporated islands. It's mostly Muslim. It's probably coming from the Muslim Empire. Back in those days, I think Muslim Empire. Yeah, I think Muslim from the Persian Empire and Muslim Empire, and then it became the Ottoman Empire. But of course, prior to those empires, you have first the Egyptian and etc., and the Romans. Maybe next day I'll explain to you that history. I'm not really well versed, but I just have an idea. So anyway, so we were kind of Muslims. So it's a mixture of Pacific Islanders and Muslims. So of course, Spain, they're like, America back then, we're the toughest. How can this be? Like, some people with knives or swords are able to beat us? That's scary, right? So what they did is they sent friars. So you're wondering how we were able to beat Magellan. Well, it was strategic. It was our land, right? So we used the horns, from the shells. So there were like strategic. The chieftain there was Lapu-Lapu. So we were ruled by Datu, D-A-T-U. It's like the king. So it's like, I guess in the north you have, the Vikings, and we have those two. So it's like Datu, so they're kind of Muslim in comparison. And they use two swords to fight. So Spaniards only have one sword and a shield, right? Or a spear and a shield. That's how they fought, even Roman times. I think even now nobody really saw how people fight with two swords. Maybe some Japanese know how, but we've perfected it. So if you fight with two swords, you cannot beat us. So Magellan died, and it was also strategic with the informational systems that they were using horns where those ships are coming. And so what they did is they sent the friars. There's a book of our national hero. He's called Jose Rizal. Read his book. There's a guy there named Padre Damaso. Check him out. So they sent Padre Damaso. They noticed that those people in the Philippines, I guess it's called Maharlika back then. They were worshiping this child god. It's like a dark budul or something. It's called Batang Allah. Allah, because we're Muslim, right? So of course it kind of gets modified because of the culture. You know how it is, like how religion is here is modified, so it's the same back then. Batang Allah. So what the friars did, they sent galleons, but instead of warriors, they sent Batang Allah, like a Santo Niño, it's a child saint. So when they landed in, I think, somewhere in Cebu or something, so instead of the Filipino warriors or the Maharlikan warriors fighting them, they dropped their swords. Say, oh, we have to worship this god, right? So we started worshiping, and then they changed our names. That's why you notice that you see a Filipino when he looks Asian and Hispanic or something. He looks more Asian and Pacific Islander, and he has a Hispanic last name. That's a Filipino. Because they changed our names. So sort of Christianized us. It was good. But actually it was just a pawn to use as a slave. So we were under them for 300 years. I can say we were slaves because we were kept poor. We were kept indio. All the Castillas were rich. They owned the land. Until today, it's a big. We're still poor. We're still poor. There are two reasons why. First, the conquerors, the Spanish conquerors, they didn't even educate us because we don't know how to speak in Spanish. Just a little bit. Because education is key to success, so they have to keep us poor. Don't worry if you're poor, but you go to heaven anyway if you believe in God, etc. There's nothing wrong with that, but keeping people poor because of that is not good. So and then also after we were liberated by America. We were Commonwealth back then, but during that war, Japanese war, our city was destroyed, and I don't think we were given enough war reparations to rebuild the city, or if we were given, maybe it was corrupted, because Japan, they flourished, although probably it's cultural too. We really need patriotic people that like in Japan, where I think the emperor gave these war reparations to like 5 families, like Mitsubishi, Toyota, Nissan, Sony, those guys, Yamaha, to build the country for export, and it worked, right? You still see those goods right now. I don't know if we had some reparations from the Philippines, but if we do, and if the people the family who were given that money, they didn't do it to rebuild the country. They just kept it for themselves. It's sad. What can we do to rebuild our country? We have to start loving ourselves, loving our culture. That's probably why I'm doing this. I'm trying to penetrate the American market to show how beautiful culture is. If you met a Filipino, you will know. But some who don't, here's our culture. We're very respectful. We love family. Okay, so go back to the Day of Ice. So maybe later I'll show you how it looks, but right now I'm just gonna tell you the story. The roads have kind of thawed, so it's very slippery. I'm going to restock on items and see if I can buy some other stuff, whatever's open. And catch you later. Thank you. See, this doesn't work with gloves, so you have to take out the gloves. And alright, this is day 2. I'm cold. Whew. And look at this ice. It's melted, so it's slippery. Good thing I didn't go out at night, because I would have tripped. I have a problem though. I don't think that's a problem. I should have closed my main water line here. You see? It's here. And see that red one? It's closed now. It's open if it's like this. There's also a line there to close it. Switch it to the main because we have a leak inside the house. I don't know where it's coming from. I hope it's not a busted pipe. I hope it's just a melting snow, but most likely it isn't. So I'm gonna try to call home warranty if it's gonna help. It stopped because I closed it, so it's probably a busted pipe. That's why we don't have an answer. That was gushing. And I was just refilling it in the tub so we would use it for the toilet. So this is what I was telling you, the MacGyverism we did. This used to be our, that's the gas tank. And we're out of wood, so we're just using this tabletop fire pit to get us some heat, because we have a gas furnace but there's no key to turn the gas on. So good morning, Houston. Home Depot is open, but before you head out there, try to click below, see if they have the supplies you need in your store close by. I'm trying to loop it and put it there. Okay. Look at that. What happened to the beautiful city of Houston? All covered in slippery snow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have alarm. We're doing it old school way, no water, so there. And this is how we heat ourselves from that do-it-yourself. Not do-it-yourself. I converted our patio heater as a... Look at that, the snow's melting now. Ooh, I've never seen... I've lived here in this house for 10 years, and I've never seen it like this. So we have gas tank for cooking in case they cut our gas. Look at that. Look at the plants. We finally solved the problem because we don't have power and our phones are dying, and the power bank will only last as much. So my wife's been charging the phone in the car, but I said, but you have to turn it on, right? But good thing for my Lincoln, this thing, the one where you can plug it, is on even if the car is off. Oh, I really love American made. They thought about everything. So this is the Houston Snowmageddon episode where we suddenly have an Arctic breeze and you know, the city, even the state is not prepared for this kind of weather. So, you know, we're kind of struggling. But this is our setup. I got that inverter. You can buy it on my website if you go to Maltopia. See, it converts the power from the car, and then you can plug it. Ordinary household. It's an inverter. I just bought a long cord, which you can buy on my website. Keep saying my website. Hard sell. Anyway, so we are gonna have internet, so at least we have some sort of connection to the world. and then we have the dishes washed manually. I didn't know that you have to have two pails, one to rinse it and one to rinse it again. Anyway, that's it. Well, since we don't have a light, so we're just using outside as our fridge. Yeah. So this is day 2. It's dark. Look, this is our light candle. And this is how we try to keep warm. And we'll see. Yeah, so this is our setup. No lights, busted pipes, and then we're closing the vents to seal the house. My room, the window isn't really double pane, so it's cold in this room. So I'm just gonna sleep in the sofa where the fireplace is. Night 2. Okay, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna show you how to close the main valve and drain your pipes. Because I didn't listen to my neighbor. She asked me to drain my pipes. I said, and I was thinking, it's too cold. I never thought it would be this bad, so I didn't do it. I just let all our faucets drip. I don't know if one of the faucets, the other bathroom, wasn't able to drip, but I busted in that bathroom. So, good thing it was in the bathroom, so the bathroom wasn't as wet. Now I'm going to show you how to close your main valve if your pipes are busted, or if you want to not get your pipe busted. Houston, especially now, there's another storm that's coming. If you still have water, make sure you fill out your tubs, because the water will dry out. They might stop, and then you won't have water to wash your dishes and or even for the toilet, to flush the toilet. So fill all your tubs with water now if you still have water. But at the same time, when it's filled, drain your pipes and close the main valve so that your pipes won't bust. You don't want that extra expense. So this is how the main valve looks at our house. Okay, I just put a koozie. Hopefully it'll help. I don't know, it's not yet leaking. Well, I don't have water, but I hope it didn't bust. I was supposed to cover it, but I got lazy. I don't know, or there's no more faucet covers. So I just did that. Or I used I used those to-go cups, styrofoam cups, and I just cut it and cover the faucet, because there's no more faucet covers. So yeah, see that? Hopefully it works. See how icy it is? It's never been this icy the 10 years I've been here in this house. And look, it's very slippery. Anyway, if you don't have that equipment to close that main valve, then you can use this. It's a T-bar to close the utility valve. See that? It's outside her house. This is the public utilities, and it's covered in mud. Just, you know, clean it up. It's hard to open because I accidentally, I think, ran over it. Oops, see? I got myself one wet. Okay, I opened it. Okay, you see that red one? Use this one to close that. It's a T valve. This is closed, and if I turn it on like that, it's open, and there, you see, that's how it's open, but you have to close it. Yeah. And then if you were nice enough to ask your neighbor if she wants to close theirs, that's theirs. So that will help. We can make it. I don't know what's going on in the world. Maybe God is coming. I don't know. Virus, then this. It's not just in Texas, it's happening in the rest of the world. Take care. So I'm in the grocery because we're already out of water. I never thought about stocking on water. Yesterday I was already in the grocery. It never crossed my mind. Look. No more water. Scary. So I even have to buy expensive water now. 3 for $5. So that we can have water to drink. Thank God we still have a pool water, so we can use that to
Can you help me with your card?
Oh, sorry, that's my card. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right in the middle here.
Sorry. That was my mistake. When you're grocery shopping, you have to put your card on the side so people can move. I have the tendency to do that. Okay. All right. Now, I have a question. Is it safe to boil pool water for drinking? Let me know your comments. Thanks. Check this out. There's no more food. Everything is gone. Everything perishable is gone. Whew. It's crazy. Look at the line on the grocery. Big line. Crazy. Yeah, I'm right here. Oh my gosh, look at the line. Ooh, boy. I hope it ends pretty soon because it's scary. Maybe Jesus is coming. You better watch out. So it's our third day in this winter storm. The snow has already melted, but we don't have water. Our pipes busted. We can't turn on the electricity because, you know, the ceiling might be wet. So electricity and water creates fire. So we have to make sure it's dry first and the pipes are fixed before we turn the lights back on. So I want to show you how we wash dishes if you don't have water. You need 2 buckets. This is for rinsing and this is for soaping. So dirty dishes, soap, and rinse. You rinse it, you like put a dipper and scoop it and rinse like that. rinse the dish outside, not inside, because you want this water to be clean because you're rinsing it. This one is okay to be dirty. Dirty soap, rinse clean outside the sink, then dry it here. I'm also trying to boil some water because the water's too cold to wash, so at least warm the water a little bit. It's the same concept. If you want to take a bath, the shower doesn't work, try this. Whew, this is brave me in the garage trying to get some me time. I don't think I can last. This is the garage. It looks nicer than the average garage because I have my friend David Smith who put that up. Because I guess the guy we didn't really inherit. We bought it from was a contractor, so I guess he remodeled that, and it floods in the garage, but not inside the house. So maybe he used this aluminum, so we don't have to keep taking out the sheetrock. Who knows? See ya. So since we still can't turn on the lights because we have a busted pipe and we don't know if the ceiling got wet, and electricity and water creates fire, so we're still waiting for the plumber to fix the pipes, but he hasn't come, so we're just gonna stay at a hotel and hopefully this buddy of mine, they accept her or we can just sneak her. Alright, so I'm here at the taco truck. Say hi. She's my kabayan, Filipino, sabi. First, I was... Yeah, mamaya na. Sige, order muna siya. Okay. Alright, go ahead. So, that was what a coincidence, because I was talking and I can hear from her accent that she might be Filipino. And I asked her, and she said, she is. But did you see that line at the taco, at Wendy's? And, oh man, this is really bad. It's cold and we're trying to... make the dog poop, and we're actually in the trying to get a hotel because our pipe is busted, so we can't really turn the lights on even if we had lights because we don't know, there's something wet in the ceilings. Electricity and water don't mix, creates fire, right? So rather than having fire, it's okay, we'll just put up with no lights, no water. But we just need to go to take a shower in the hotel, and hopefully tomorrow the water gets fixed so we can turn the lights on. It was my mistake. I see this has been ongoing all day. It's crazy. So good thing there's a taco truck without a line. Isn't that amazing? Filipinos always get it together. Oh, this is how a taco truck looks.
Dad,
Yeah. What?
are they open tomorrow?
The what? I'll ask. That's what they're for. And that Filipina even gave me this for free. What can you say? Thank you. Okay, so they just gave us food, and of course, Estonians, we still come together, especially Filipino. I remember Manang here. Hello, say hi to the camera.
Hi,
What's your name?
Aida.
Aida. Saan po kayo sa atin?
Sa Ilocos.
Ilocos. I'm from Manila. So she did a good deed today because they're not accepting cards because there's no signal. It's really bad here. There's no signal, there's no electricity, there's no water. It's bad. It's like world war or something bad, right? But there's no bombs. There's just virus that's trying to pretend like a bomb. Anyway, so what's nice about her is there was a guy in front of me. He ordered, but he didn't have enough cash, so she owes, yeah, he owes her $2. He said,
Yes, my
okay.
regular customer.
Oh, regular customer. So that's he can build
As a
credit.
Filipino,
Yeah, I know, right? So build trust to earn credit. So check out their Receta Maya. Oh my gosh. You see, this dog, she wants to go out and it's freezing outside and she's not even pooping. I'm waiting on the hotel to see if they will allow her or we'll just sneak her in. Ooh, it's getting dark. So this is gonna be our setup. We are going to take a shower using buckets and tabo, Pinoy style. Where's our tabo? Somewhere. Anyway, I have a spare tabo. We'll use that. So I'm boiling half the water, and then there's the towel. That's our towel. There, see? That's how we do it in the Philippines because we don't have showers there. And then use a pail. Half of that, put boiling water, half of that. It's going to be a warm bath. So it's a Wednesday, and we still haven't seen the sun. They said it's going to come out Sunday. Oh boy. Day 3 of our apocalyptic diaries. The dog is running out of food too. So we'll do it Philippine style. They'll eat leftovers. So this is how I'm trying to cook my rice because we can't use the rice cooker, no light, so traditional style in a pot. Boil it. I guess I have to turn this down. Eating the quesadilla, the grill, and then I'm trying to see if this is gonna work. I'm making coffee Turkish style, where they boil directly the coffee grinds, and I'm just gonna filter it later. We'll see. Now this is funny, you gotta hear this. So Houston, winter storm, nobody has water, nobody has anything. And then, people are asking, I need plumbers, I need help with this, I need wood, etc. Trying to seek help. And there's this plush guy from Montrose. He says, I am looking for a recommendation for a new aquarium person. Come on. He probably fired the aquarium guy because his fishes died. Well, there's no electricity. Hello. Oop. Hello. I'm trying to when things go wrong, everything goes wrong. But we're surviving, guys. Good. When I thought that the worst was over, it's still not. Turns out it's Thursday morning, 9:45, and by Friday morning there's gonna be another hard freeze. So I thought it was over. So I'm gonna go refill my gas tank, and then the battery of the car keys of the car went dead. So I'll have that exchanged. I don't know. It might be minor, but who knows. I also have a thought I want to share. People in America, it's first world, so water is scarce, right? That one I did think of. And guess what? People are even using drinking water They're wasting precious drinking water to bathe in a tub, in a bathtub. A lot of people could have drank that water, and I could have given her my pool water. My pool doesn't have such a strong chlorine because, you know, I don't really put a lot. So it's almost clean water, and I just had the filter fixed. So I'm, you know, posting to all my friends if they want water. They can just, you know, fill their coolers. And at least they get, you know, water for flushing or for bathing. You just have to boil it and put it in a pail and mix it with cold till it's the right temperature, and use a dipper, Filipino way. Why? Anyway, she is amazing. She was standing in front of the cold just to say that they don't take cards because of the system, which is understandable. That's excellent service for O'Reilly, because I had remember the keys. So I'm having it replaced, and hopefully I have enough cash to pay for it. So if you know anybody at O'Reilly's, I want to get them as an affiliate so I can start selling them to you. So I'm gonna go see this guy I was chatting earlier, because yeah, he was very friendly, and I didn't know that wasn't his store. This is his store. It's a mechanic shop. Let's see. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that in the morning. It's too cold. So I'm trying to get this gas exchanged because that's my friend calling. Never mind, I'm busy recording. Let me guess, I'm just backing up. So back to what I was recording. So I was trying to get gas because there seemed to be one more hard freeze the next morning, and we were running out on gas for our heat. So I have to go to the grocery to exchange gas. They don't deliver gas, and like the Philippines, we don't have gas on the pipe, so they deliver those propane tanks. But look at the line for the grocery, shucks. I don't think I'm gonna go. I mean, because it's about to open, but I still think that's a lot of people. So I probably would just come back. It's just close anyway, just maybe 2-3 minute drive away. And by the time I get there, I hope yeah, the gas, I don't think it would run out, but the water's going to run out. I don't think I can document my gas exchange later because it's going to be cold, and I always have to take out my gloves to use this camera or phone. So I'm just gonna show you where. So you get that one and you pay the cashier, but you don't bring it inside because you're not supposed to have this gas tank inside. That's a regulation. You wait for it here where you can exchange it, so the guy from the grocery will get it. That's the tough part because they're busy, see, and that's the propane tank where you get the gas. You stand there and they switch, but I don't know if I can get it because they're all busy. I'll try later. So the line HEB is long, and you know it's hard to do the exchange there because the cashier is farther from where the gas exchange is. So I went to Lowe's, and it's closer, so I guess I have a better chance. But the line's long. Look, wow, I'm in the middle, and you know it's like a tough because look, I'm just in my jammies and look at that. I don't even have my slippers matching because the dog keeps hiding it. I look funny, but I don't care. I just need gas so we can warm up. So I got my gas at Lowe's. I exchanged it, you know, like how I tell you, you wait at the front, and after you pay, you wait at the front and they will exchange it. But I found also this one. It's a terracotta pot. That one, I just saw it as I was checking out, maybe somebody didn't want it, but I hope it's gonna work. I'm just gonna put candles, and this is how I secure my anytime I buy a fast food, or I use the seat belt to secure stuff so it won't fall.
Signing letters to
Look at
FEMA
that.
and to the feds for additional support.
We have TV with power coming from the car. There's this nice bird. It's a woodpecker, but I have to be careful so you can see her. You see that? There's a woodpecker. See that? That's a woodpecker. It's Woody the woodpecker. See it? It has like a red crown. So this is how I make coffee from the pool water that I got. There's not really enough chlorine there because I barely put chlorine. He doesn't need it anyway because it's winter. Algae only accumulate during summer, so I got that in a bucket. Later on, I'm gonna use this to soak my dishes, and this one to rinse it. So I'm just gonna dip the dishes here with soap and scrub. Of course, I boil it, half of it first, and put there so it's not as cold. And then I got this. So I'm gonna purify that water from the pool using this one, and then I'm gonna boil it, and then I'm gonna have coffee. I put the granules straight in the bowl, like how the cowboys do it, or like a percolator, or French coffee, or Turkish coffee. No filter. It's good. And then I'm just gonna, instead of throwing it away in the recycling bin, I'll just put it here first, set aside as a plan B for firewood, since there's no more firewood. And I have this tank, maybe half, and this one full tank for this freeze. Okay, so I'm trying to warm the pot, and I use a lighter because if you don't have a light, the igniter doesn't work. So you have to press this first, and then when it's close enough, then you open the gas. So I'm just trying to boil it, and then I got this purifier. So I'm gonna let the water boil first here. You know what? Who needs that? Oh yeah, I need it because there's still water on top, and we don't want that water about to boil. Oh, no wonder this is stale. It's broken. It's probably somebody broke it and I just tried to put it back. See? Oh well. Ayo, Pulinko, the guy is here. I promised to make him coffee. So, did you hear that? Beep beep. That's him. That's my pool guy. He's a licensed electrician, so I'm trying to see if he can help me with my electrical problem, because I don't want to open it with things on the ceiling being wet. So hey, come on, I'll let you meet him. He's a good guy. I think he's from Greece. Hello, my friend. Okay, I gotta talk to him now. Bye. Gotta talk to him now. Hello, my friend. Pulinko. Awesome service. Houston Pools. So back to my coffee. So I'm just letting it boil. I put the coffee granules directly in the boiling pot because I'm used to drip coffee, but I guess that's how they do French press Turkish coffee, and even on a mocha pot, right? And we're just using disposables to limit dishwasher use. And I just need a strainer to strain the coffee, and that's it. And there you are, right? And then that's the guy. He's been helping me. And we have light, you see? We have light! Thanks to him. Pulinko, when it comes to pool service in Houston, he's the guy. So I'm going to my neighbor's house because they're not there. Turns out from this freeze, their pipe busted. I tried to close it from the main, but the utilities meter, but it's too many dirt. Good thing they showed me where the house main is, so I plugged that. So yeah, it stopped because, you know, it looks like the leak stopped already, but that's from the snow, but water was gushing here. So now I'm just gonna try to you see this one there, and I probably will try to cover their pipes with this. Can you get that? Ano? Never mind. Ito lang. I'm gonna try see if I can cover their pipes with this one, because there's gonna be another piece. They have a busted pipe. That's water coming from their garage. So I'm probably gonna try to turn off their garage and hopefully this one will. They already wrapped it, but just extra careful. Okay. So we're gonna drain all their pipes by turning on all the faucets while the main is shut, so that you can drain all the water from there, so that when this other freeze comes, see, okay, there's no more water, so that's drained. So when the other freeze, because there's water in the pipes, so you have to take out those water, because water, when it becomes ice, it expands. That's why the pipes bust. So this is the line for one of the food distribution points. It's on a Methodist church. Yeah, they give away food. You just have to fall in line there. And then also they're distributing water. So okay, so I'm here at O'Reilly Auto Parts. A great place to, you know, get your parts for the car. It's free engine check and a lot more curbside pickup. And then I had to replace the batteries of my car switch, but they don't have batteries. So it turns out I have batteries at home, but I don't have to put it together. Good thing the lady over here, she's very helpful. She's trying to put it for me for free. Isn't that great? O'Reilly Auto Parts, check it out. All right, she's putting it back. She took apart the thing. It's not in the casing, it's inside, and that's the battery. Yay! Okay, we are here at the water distribution center, and you see that line? Oh gosh, long line, miles and a mile long. It's because they're just trying to distribute water, but I don't think I'm gonna fall in line. I'm just gonna filter our pool water and boil it. I mean, that's what I've been using for drink coffee and even water. It tastes good. That's what they do anyway to our drinking water. Look at that. This is in West North Freeway, like 610 and 290 in Houston. Like the Tully Stadium, not the Tully Stadium. I forgot the name of the stadium.
In a quarter of a mile, left turn.
It looks like there's multiple lines. I don't know how they're managing it, but I saw 3 lines of cars. One coming that way. Look. Wow. And it's also hard to find food because people can't cook, so the fast food restaurants are just filled up. Long lines everywhere. Crazy. One more night of freeze. We'll see. So I'm here in Spring, Texas. It's the next town north of Houston, in between the Woodlands, which is another city of Houston, like an upscale part of Houston. I don't know if you've seen it, but hey, the lady with the largest closet in the world, that's where she lives. But I'm not going to the Woodlands, I'm going to Spring to donate our perishable goods to the zoo, because we can't eat it, but I think it's still good for the animals. That's what they said. So we're going to an exotic farm place. Okay, so we are here at the Exotics Wildlife Park. You see that? I think they have all exotic animals. They're probably closed right now, but we're donating our perishables. See the animals. Thank you for joining State Farm. So, because of the freeze, a lot of food went bad, right? Like the steak, right? That's already bad, but the animals can still eat it. So we're donating ours. And I guess you can't see the animals. Oh, there's some animals over there. Yeah, maybe next time I'll go visit this place and I'll let you know. I am here at Blue Water Seafood. We're just waiting for our seats because it's full, because a lot of people don't have water or lights because of the busted pipe, so they can't cook, so people are all eating outside. So we finally got a seat. I got the Mariner's platter. I'll show it to you later. And I've been watching the news. A lot of people are dying. I just saw on the news that there was a family that died from a fire. A lot of fires are caused by electricity. They didn't know they have a leak, and then the lights went back on, so electricity and water create spark, and the insulation in the attic is very combustible, so it's probably from that, or a space heater that, or a fireplace that they didn't want. I don't know. That's why when we were trying to turn on the lights, and I know we had a leak, I had to get an electrician. Even if you pay, the $100 is worth it. That had been causing damage, and you'll be homeless for a very cold winter's night. I think this restaurant is like Cajun. A lot of the restaurants here in the South are Cajun. Cajun is more Louisiana, because Louisiana used to be French. So the French Americans, they are called Acadians. Acadia. So it became Cajun. So Acadia, Cajun. So you can see there, it's weird. Some of them, and then there's also a Creole. Creole is their black, but they have like Turkish eyes. They're from Louisiana. I guess before slave trade, they imported them and then they interbred with the white people. I don't know. But they're called Creole. And then the white Louisiana Americans are called Cajun or Acadian. Okay, so if you notice, I don't have my mask anymore. The rule here in Texas is you have to have the mask when you enter, but when you're sitting, you can take it off already. And this is what I ordered. Grilled seafood with veggies. The only thing different with this one, with our Filipino dishes, because we like grilling seafood, but we just grill it straight, is we dip it in vinegar. Americans, they dip it in tartar sauce, which I'm not really keen. Ciao. So I just ate it super fast and I'm already full. I usually don't finish it because American servings are big. In the Philippines, we're poor country, we're just used to small servings. Here, everything's big. So if you don't finish it, take it to go. So these are leftovers. See, I just ate half, but it was really good, and I just take it to go. And one more different thing. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. There's waiters and there's bussers. So the bussers can't touch the food because they have to take out the dirty food. So those hands aren't supposed to mix. So just be patient with them if they can't take your order because they're bus boys. They're not supposed to touch the fresh food. They only clean up, for sanitary purposes. Yep, right. Behind that is a Methodist retreat center. We've been there. It's a nice place. They have like a lake. And I don't know how many acres is it. It's probably, I don't know. But we've been there. It's a nice place. I don't think it's exclusive to Methodist, but it's a Methodist owned retreat center. It's called Kramer Retreat Center. I don't know why the sign isn't there. Maybe it was sold already. See that? Yeah. They have this huge
In
lot.
2/10 of a mile,
And there's a
right
lake
turn onto Holdsworth
inside.
Road.
Yeah, our church had a couples retreat there before, a family retreat. It was nice. We had fun. See, there was like a lake behind it. You can see it. Kramer Retreat Center. So we're here at Oak Forest. It's an old neighborhood in Houston, close to downtown. But I think in the 80s, people started moving to the suburbs. So the development close to downtown was forgotten. But because of the rising cost of gasoline recently, and it's already traffic going to the suburbs, they're all moving back to town. So the old houses are turning to be like that. That's a nice house from an old house like that. I think you call it gentrification. See, they're still wrapping their plants because there's one more freeze. Alright, if you can see, the sun is finally out. This is Saturday, so it's been a week since we had that freeze. And the snow has already melted, and I'm all stressed. And I'm achy because I have a bad back, so the other muscles are forced to work. And what I'm gonna do is, since we don't have water still, because turns out after the guy fixed the 3 cracks on the pipes, we did a stress test, and there was another one, but he had to go because his parents had an accident. So I'm still trying to find someone who can fix that 4th pipe. Good thing the plumber that was working on it before he left me some materials. I had to pay $450 for 3 pipes. And he gave me the materials for that one. He said if he can't come back, he'll fix the other one for $100. Oh yeah, plumbers are hard to find right now because of all the busted pipes. Because turns out if you have an old house, you don't have that silver lining, so it doesn't really protect the pipes with this extreme weather, which is Houston is not used to. We're not set up for this, the icy weather that's longer than a day. We usually have just one hard freeze, and it's not even in the teens. It's just like 30 degrees. But that past week it was like in the teens, and yep, it busted all our pipes. So what I should have done is I should have listened to my neighbor of shutting down my main and letting my water drain. But I wasn't prepared to not have water, and being from the Philippines, I really didn't expect it to be like this. So I'm going to the spa. I'll show you later. Bye. Okay, I'm here in Bel Air at Prosperous Day Spa. It's very stressful. I mean, we wear masks. What a year it is, right? 2020. I thought 2020, after 2020 is gonna be over, but it's, I don't know. You have to have a mask to get in or they won't serve you. And after a very stressful week, and we still don't have water, so I'm just gonna go to the spa and take a shower, brush my teeth, dump, while and then get a massage. This is a good spa because it's very Asian. It's in the Asian town of Bel Air. Hello, how are you? I'm gonna feature your place. I have a YouTube channel, Moltopia. Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah, this is a good place. See, aside from the massage, they have sauna and cold sauna, right?
Yeah.
I'll show you too. I'll be back, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. Look, you should check it out. Prosperous Day Spa in Bel Air. This is the cold sauna. I have to be quiet because I think they closed the cold because it's very cold. So why do you have the cold? But they have the warm one. Yeah, this is nice, and they can give you tea, right? So they didn't have water for 2 days, right?
Yes.
But now it's good. It's good. Now it's good. They're open, and this is their service. See, they have body massage, bathing, body care, foot massage. Check that. Check out their website, Prosperous Paradise, prosperousparadise.com. So look, for $60, they give you this. What do they call it? Asian, whatever. And then they have lockers to unlock. They give you a wristband. Yeah, close, and then it's closed. And they have a shower. I'm gonna brush my teeth too. See? So I'm just gonna take my time, enjoy this place. And I've called a lot of plumbers, and they're busy. There was one guy, I think he likes our neighbor, so she picks up. So he wasn't picking up, so I called the neighbor to call in behalf of me, and he picked up. You see? All right. I just want to show you their shower. This is awesome. It's pebbles, so it's not slippery. I like tiles. Don't you just like Asia? So I had the 3 of my pipes fixed by that plumber, and then his parents got an accident. So when he discovered the 4th leak, he couldn't do it anymore. So he just left me the parts. And I called another plumber, and good thing he's just close by. So he's gonna help me. And guess, this is his car. This is a car of my plumber. 580 horsepower. Beautiful Corvette. So I ran out of firewood during the storm, so I'm learning my lesson. So I'm trying to pick up some firewood from this place. Yep, you're in Texas. So I got this Dawn dish soap for my puppy for only $1. So I don't really need to go to the dollar store to buy stuff. Although this is smaller, this is puppy friendly. Dawn dish soap. Try it. So this is how they do a cashierless transactions in America. See, there's no cashier, just a machine. And I'm gonna put English,
If you have your extra
right?
care card,
Please scan it now.
It's
To
asked.
start,
I don't have it. So, replace, yes. And
please
it's gonna pay
wait.
with card.
Help is on the way. Please scan it now.
It says help is on the way on.
Thank you for scanning
Well,
your
there's a,
extra care card.
I guess there's a
All
mistake.
discounts will be
Let
included
me just
at the end
cancel
of
it.
the order. Scan coupon now.
It
The
happens.
continue button is finished.
You know what, never mind. I'm just gonna try the other one. So, you know, car wash takes what, usually 15, 20, 30 minutes. So if you see, there's nothing to do there. But if you do it here, there's like a few bars and restaurants and even CVS or Whataburger, so, or even a pawn shop. Or if you're friends, you can even visit me. To do something while you're waiting, you know, instead of them just sitting there. I get bored. So this time I've got done this soap. The automatic machine didn't go well, so I tried with the customer service or a cashier, and I was trying to get cash back, but that didn't go well too, because she didn't have $40 because there's no cash in her cashier, which is also a good thing. They don't have it in the Philippines, the cashback when you buy any item in, you know, major stores like, you know, Mercury Drug or whatever. They don't have cashback. The good thing about having cashback is for the employees, there's lesser cash to count. I used to work in a mall. It's not a good experience, and we count the cash at the end of the day. You see, if there's less cash to count, then less labor hours, less overtime. You know, it's probably 30 minutes to an hour, but over time, you know, it costs. So that's one. And then, you know, for thieves, there's no cash, right? So cashback, Filipinas, try it. Oh, there's a camera here. Pilipinas, I just want to show you, gusto ko lang ipakita sa inyo what an average bathroom in America looks like. Yan ang itsura ng banyo sa Amerika. Public, libre ha. Hindi yung pupunta ka sa hotel. Ganito kalinis. Tapos, meron pa siyang pantakip sa toilet bowl. Lahat yan may toilet seat. Tapos may toilet paper, lahat. Ang linis, diba? And for Americans, I have a tip. So you see, paper towels are over here, and there's a trash can over there. Okay? There's no trash can here, which means that paper towel shouldn't go there, because it's gonna clog. It's very selfish of you. The employees are, it's hard maintaining clogged toilet bowls. So you can use this one for here, but not the paper towels. The average household in America, I used to have clogged toilets, and then this plumber who advised me, if the toilet paper starts with the letter C, that means it's gonna clog the toilet. So ever since, I shifted the one starting with C to anything, and the clog has stopped. Take note. There you go. My how old is this car? It's 2006. So 15-year-old car. 15-year-old car with 210,000 miles. Nissan Sentra. All clean. I don't know if it's just me, but have you noticed when you just have your car washed, it seems to run a little faster? I don't know. Maybe it's just happy it's clean. I just have a, I guess, Mexican Asian fusion advice. I'm sorry, not Mexican. Maybe, I don't know, South American Philippine food advice, like fusion. I don't know if you see these in Mexican stores. It's like a fresh cheese. At first, I don't know how to work with it because it tastes very bland. So you have to pair it with something. And I find their bread's too sweet. Even our breads are too sweet. We don't like it sweet. Filipinos, we don't like it. So I tried it with our local Philippine noodle called pancit bihon and toasted bread. There. Looks good. This is the cheese. The pancit bihon. It's like a Philippine noodle and the toasted bread. Not bad. So this is the cheese. Mm. And then sometimes we put a dash of lemon for this noodle. Mm. Good. Toasted bread. Mm. Yeah, saltiness and that sour and the pancit, the noodle and the toast. Good blend. And my apple cider vinegar water. Cheers. I'm off to eat at my favorite restaurant again. I just hated wearing masks. I'm a no masker. I just don't believe it. I'm also an anti-vaccine person. I know came from the medical field, but more of a natural way of fixing things. And we've been wearing a mask for what, over a year? The virus is still here, right? What the fuck? What? Right? Sorry for the word, but doesn't want to be filmed, so that's our dog. She's drinking, and that's our dog food. Yeah, I already mentioned that. Anyway, remember I told you that Filipinos like to eat rice so much that we don't eat hamburgers. You know what we do? We take out the buns, and what do we replace it with? You got it, rice. Burger and buns don't mix when you're Filipino. We always like rice. How many times? We eat rice 3 times a day. And that doesn't even include merienda in the morning and merienda in the evening. So, what I'm going to show you now is how we cook the famous Jollibee burger steak. First, what you need to do is a Jollibee sauce. Jollibee. So we'll have 2 leftover Jollibee sauces. And the burger that I'm thawing. Now this burger, I bought it, sale, put it on the freezer. And then when I'm thinking about eating it the next day, we put it in the fridge to thaw. And so it's thawed already. And then I'm gonna put maybe salt and cumin. It's a very cumin. This has medicinal value, and whatever rub you can see in your pantry. You want to show the pantry? Our pantry has spices. As much as possible, I avoid salt because salt is not good for you. So herbs, spices, that's what we have. And you will know this is a Filipino kitchen if you have this. Tell me you're a Filipino without being a Filipino. Anyway, so we're just gonna put some maybe 3-piece burger steak. So have 3 patties. Like that. Oh, wait a minute. You have to preheat your oven. I'm preheating it to broil. Because I'm just gonna broil the steak. Oh, and by the way, this is what we use. There, you see? You see? I think it's available in one of our stores. Just click below or somewhere. Link. And you can buy a toaster like this. Macy's. Click on Macy's. You'll find this. And the good thing about shopping the Maltopia way is you can not only have it delivered, but you can also have it picked up. So, Maltopia, buy it today, get it today. So I'm preheating that up, and then putting some, any. Oh, we're out of. So if you don't have, you are out of like rub. It's actually a cheat, to flavor the burger. If you don't have any rub, just get whatever herbs you can find. Those herbs that you rarely touch. Because it's always salt and pepper. Yes, you, America, just salt and pepper. Filipinos, we don't use salt. Well, we do, but this is our special salt to saltify the food. Since we don't have that, we're just gonna, whatever. I think this has kind of it's a Providence, either Providence or Provence or a Mediterranean mix. So put some of that, put some oregano, just to flavor. Oh, we're out of oregano. Salt and cumin. I think I already put some. We don't want over it. Basil, there. Salt and pepper, yes, of course. So it's actually better if you're cooking any meat. According to a friend of mine, he's a famous chef in the Philippines. When you're in the Philippines, go check him out. His name is Rolando Laudico. He has that OK Cafe in Pasig. It's kind of the middle of Manila. It's a good place to be at. So I'm trying to separate it, but since it hasn't thawed as much, because I actually have to admit, I didn't throw it in the fridge. I just tried to, the night before, I just tried to thaw it. That's why it's not as thawed. So salt and pepper. This is freshly cracked pepper. I like using freshly cracked pepper. It has the, because when you crack stuff, the flavor just gets released, so it's more fresh. See that? And then I don't know, whatever, basil, put some flavor in it. It's a lot. And that, and that. All right. So by this time, the oven that we're trying to preheat is already hot. So yeah. We used to put aluminum foils here, but I just realized just wash it every day. It's more hygienic. Ew. Wait a minute. I don't think there's enough rub here. Rub. Rubbing the rub. Rub the rub, right? Rub the rub. Boom. I'm gonna broil it. After we broil it, we're just gonna heat some rice that we made day before. This is our Filipino staple, rice cooker. Remember Joe Coy and his rice cooker? So I think we made rice the night before, and then whatever's left over, we just put it in the fridge. So that's it. Stay tuned later. Bye. Hello. It's almost cooked, but I want to show you something. Come here. Were you able to watch this video? If you're subscribed, then you've probably seen this video. It's a fun video. Watch that too. Anyway, remember the burger? So we broiled it maybe 15-20 minutes, and then I flipped it when it was half cooked. So it looks cooked now, right? Oh, my son's gonna love this. So 1, 2. It was just from a. Can you show them that? It was like, it looked like this before, and look like this now, right? Now, this is also another option for American households. If you ran out of bread and you see some rice in the pantry, maybe, one of your children did an Asian, I don't know. Then you can come up with this dish. And then I just need to get some rice. This was rice before, because we eat a lot of rice, so we have to cook them. You can't keep eating them every day. It's just inefficient, even for just a family of 3. Maybe you hear that song. Me and my buddy wrote that song maybe 30 years ago. That was a fun song. So there, and the special ingredient. Let me see if it's still okay. Is it still okay? It's bad.
Check the other one.
Check the other one. Oh, this is better.
Okay.
Smell. It's better, right? Still
I
good
guess.
pan, huh? See, that's the problem with leftovers. Is, you know, you have to make sure it's still good, right? So spread that, and then don't miss another special ingredient. Let me see if we have it. If not, it's okay. I can live with it. Oh, I think we do. The special ingredient, mushroom. Maybe more. There. You know why I don't wash it anymore? It's gonna be microwave anyway, so the bacteria is gonna be gone. So this is our microwave over the range ang tawag dito, because over the range, and it also functions as a range hood. You know, pag nagluluto, the air comes in and it goes out here, and then nung nasira ito, I was able to attach it to the attic, so the air goes to the attic. Kaya sa Pilipinas maganda yon, especially sa condos, you know, if they have the built-in that it goes somewhere outside the house. I want to show you this too. This is what I cooked this morning. And this is what you call sinigang na salmon sa miso. Yeah, we love soup and fish and sour. So that's our kind of favorite dish. So this is it. Burger steak, homemade. Kain na po. That's it. And as a continuation, well, as a variety, variation of the Pinoy burger steak. I know most of Americans, they like it spicy. You can also make it into a spicy burger steak. Only difference is just put chili rub before you thaw it with other mixtures. Remember, if it's meat, the Filipino fans out there, once we thaw it, we prefer not to refreeze it. So, you know, put some preservatives like, you know, a little bit of salt and cumin. I like this. It has no sodium. I got it from a Saturday market. I like going to Saturday market. It, you know, helps small businesses, but ingredients are better. Maybe next time I'll show you one of the Saturday markets here in Houston. See you. So there you have it. I put some spices and preservatives, and then I'm gonna put it back in the fridge. In the fridge, not freezer. So make sure you cook it within, I guess, 5 days. I don't know. All right. Hey, I'm here at Jerry's. Hopefully they let me perform my song so that I can plug Multopia. And you know, I don't know if you guys noticed it, that Starbucks was able to figure out how to get away with straws. Of course, if it's coffee, you can't drink from a straw. But when it's cold, they need a straw. But, you know, this environment-friendly world, etc., you know, they saw a turtle with a straw in the nose, which is actually a twig. I don't think it was a straw, but it's still good that, you know, you have to deal away with the straws. And they figured out a simple solution. I don't know whoever guy was who gave Starbucks that idea. Here. You don't need a straw anymore. Just drink it straight from the cup.
Magandang mga gabi mga ka-Jerry's. It's
Mga besh, mga
a cold Saturday night.
Yan si Marie kaibigan.
Regardless, we're gonna make it
Asawa
really
niya,
warm for you here at
Kumakain kami sa
Jerry's.
Jerry's. We're eating here at Jerry's Grill. I think I might be playing
Happy
later.
Valentine's pala.
And we are eating
Happy Chinese New Year. I'm
Inihao
pretty sure
na
over there
apple.
is a
It's
Happy
grilled pork
Valentine's, am I
in a
right?
special marinade.
Everyone's in red.
And this one
The gals are celebrating. Yeah.
It's called sinigang na hipon. It's a sour soup with shrimp. It's really good. There. And you see the rice. Filipinos, they always eat with rice, right? 3 times a day. What bread? Who needs bread? And that's the band prison. Look at this. It's so good. Then you get that. It's soup. It's a soup. It's good. It's a soup. Sour. And also the juice. Calamansi juice. It's also sour. I like it. It's like a Philippine lime. See? He's trying Filipino culture. He's liking it. It's my friend Abraham. Hey! So, what can you say about the Filipino culture? Love it. Yeah. And you know what? He thought that, Filipinos, we love to eat and drink, right? They just drink. So, he thought it was just like because most of the ice houses here, you call it ice houses, they don't have food, they don't have beer. It's weird, right? A place that doesn't have food but only has beer, but like 60% of the time are like that. So he came over here, he already ate, and he didn't know that they serve food. And I invited him to go to this restaurant. I don't know if you can see it, Jerry's Grill. It's kind of hidden at the back of a what is that? A hotel, because there's a sign in front, right?
Yep.
And so we went in front, and there's nothing there. He went upstairs. It's not upstairs.
Like a motherfucker.
and he went here and then found it.
Shitty service with a lot of beautiful ladies.
There you go. So we're enjoying Filipino culture here. We're trying to feature Filipino culture and Filipino food, and he's not used to it, so he thought that it was just one of the here. What's weird in America is there's bars without food. They call it ice house, right? So most of them are like that, right?
Yeah.
So he thought that okay, they won't have food there, but Filipinos don't have food. Ah! So
guess who's cooking it though?
So yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
So we're going inside. I'll show you. Come on. So this is it. We have bands and food. There's a guitarist right there. That's it. Hey, so we just left Jerry's Grill and we're here. I just get invited. I don't even know the people here. That's not her.
Naka-live po ka. Ako po doon.
Hello.
Ako din.
Oh, alive. Hello. Hi. Yeah. My first time meeting them. But the guy invited me isn't here yet. I guess I drove faster. All-wheel drive. My car is all-wheel drive, so it's raining, but here it's more traction on the road because it's an all-wheel drive car. And then I just want to show you our typical Filipino gathering. So when you're invited to a Filipino, it's not just chips and sandwich and a drink. This is how we do a party. There you go. You see that? Lumpia. Lechon belly. everything else. And of course, it's not going to be a Filipino party without a karaoke. Karaoke. Karaoke, karaoke. Karaoke. Oh, and one more thing. You know, well, it's an Asian home, but you would know, it's probably, you're in an Asian home, and they leave their shoes in the front. We don't want the dirt going inside, so you have to leave the shoes there. So as a Filipino party, there's a lot of shoes. I think most Asians, that's what they do too. I remember when going to an Indian wedding with my cousin, and sandals all over. A lot. Because they invite the whole town. That was an awesome wedding too. And check out this bouquet of barbecue. Barbecue. Looks good, right? And this fruit, you know what that fruit is? I think it's durian. It's smelly, but people like it. Oh, there's a small dog. See, that's how they do it. They sing.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy Halloween!
There you go. It's a video! So I'm ready going home, and this is the speed we have on the freeway. 60 miles per hour. Can't even go faster. We're in Texas, they don't mind it. This is where I live. Yeah, see that's the world's widest freeway. 26 lanes. And the good thing about this intelligent traffic system is, see there's a bridge, you can fly over there. It has a feeder road system. So there's like, I think it has 28 lanes altogether. There's like a middle lane, or what's called high occupancy vehicle lane, and then 6 other lanes, and then there's 4 lanes on the feeder. So it doesn't really congest when you exit the freeway. I think it's a good system. And then that tower is like, I can see that from my backyard. I can show it to you later. Yeah, this is where we live. I think it was a blessing because we bought it 10 years ago, and it doesn't look as developed as it is. That place used to be just an old grocery, and when we moved in, they tore it down, and after 5 years they built it to some commercial complex. So yeah, that is good. Real estate prices have gone up, and yeah, you just turn left over here, and the next street is my street. I'm not gonna tell you. So the CVS is like a pharmacy, it's like Mercury Drug, but because we don't have a sari store here, so that's why I buy most of the stuff for emergency. And another thing, sorry, about Texas is this one, 2 in the morning. Came from that Philippine party I told you. Is people love Whataburger. I'll show you. See, there's a line for Whataburger even at this unholy hour. That's our favorite burger in Texas. And wow, there's not much of a line. The line was on the other side. Oh, there through the. Yeah, I guess there's not much, but usually it's packed. We love this burger. Texas loves Whataburger over McDonald's. Hey, well, it's getting very cold here in Houston. It doesn't really usually snow in Houston because it's hot, Texas. But I think tomorrow is gonna be historic. We're gonna have snow. So what we do here is, you know, so the plants don't die, they cover it in frost cloth. I didn't have time to buy frost cloth, even though I posted on Maltopia where to buy it. That's a good thing. When you go to Maltopia, you can buy online today and get it today instead of waiting for delivery, because all the stores they have are within reach. You can buy online and pick it up. It's like going to the mall without really going from store to store to store. And I want to show you how the neighborhood looks before there's no snow. You see that one? That's a frost cloth. They covered it with their plants with frost cloth so they don't die. Mine, we'll see. It's probably all gonna die. But I want to show you something. The pipes need to be covered so it doesn't bust, and you'll be in trouble. If that happens, you have to find that like emergency sewer line, and there's a T-bar there. You lift it up and then you close that line so that the water don't keep gushing in case your outside valve gives out too. Anyway, you have to cover it so it doesn't bust, because it's not used to this extreme cold. And of course, those faucet covers I'll probably run out. I don't know, you can try Maltopia. Check out one of my e-tailers there if they still have it in your area. But I don't think I have time to do that, or I'm just getting lazy. So I'm just doing it the redneck way. You're trying to cover it. If you don't have any closet covers, or you can get the koozie. See if that would work. Yeah, koozie. I think it explained on Instagram what it is. It's just a sleeve for the beer or any can to keep it cold, because Americans, they don't put ice in their beer. In the Filipinos, we put ice because it's a warm country and refrigeration is expensive. So we store the beer or soda cans outside. It's not in the fridge. And also we have to prioritize the space. You know, fridges are expensive, so we store food there, and the soda is outside the fridge, and if you want it cold, we'll just put ice. Same with beer. But Americans don't like it. That's what I noticed. I had a neighbor before, hey, come on, let's go drink. And I poured beer and I put ice and said, don't do that with my beer. Oh, okay. Well, we've been doing that in the Philippines until today. So, and if you can't find a koozie, right, and you just came from a fast food restaurant, maybe try cutting the cups and cover it like that. Taqueria El Rey. You know, it might work. Cross fingers. So this is the yard, how it looks before it snows, and I'll show you tomorrow how it looks with the snow. So here's how the backyard looks before it snows. It's ashitaba. It's like a medicinal plant where if you have diabetes, and that's the lettuce, my fresh lettuce when I eat hamburger. That's sage. It's pretty good too. That's my dog. So yeah, she's been digging. See, that's a pretty deep hole. Yeah. Also, if you notice in America, she's trying to escape. We let our dogs stay inside the house. Yeah. Well, not most of them, but they're just, yeah. It's around 40 degrees already. It's getting cold. Tomorrow is gonna be colder. And I don't know if you notice it, when you're outside, it's cold, and then you wear a jacket, and your body get used to it, so it's not as cold. But when you enter your house, you're expecting something warm, but you feel colder. I don't know if you notice that. It's colder when you go inside, and eventually it gets warm. Which is weird, right? Because it's warmer inside. I think it's because your body is acclimatized outside, and then when it comes in, something like that. Anyway, so in America, we love our fireplaces, so I have a fireplace too. I'm trying to light a fireplace. Keep myself warm. You notice the fireplace. It's an old one. It's an old house. It's built in the 60s. There's a screen, see? So that the ashes don't go over. Oh shoot. Good thing I saw that, right? Oh shoot. See, I'm Filipino. I have a tabo. I was trying to scoop the ashes. Anyway, going back to the ashes so that the ashes don't fly inside the house and make an accident. So you close that screen and close this one too. That's it with my doggy. I want to show you how I redneck my faucet cover. So this is as redneck as you can get. Whataburger. Although I'm not a redneck, I'm an Asian redneck, I guess. Filipino. It's just a term that they see for, yeah, making it as country as possible. So you take this and then go to any exposed faucet, because you have to have a faucet cover when it's gonna be this freezing in Houston. Oh, I see one. So I'm just gonna put it there. Hopefully it'll insulate it. There you go. Hopefully it's good enough. There. Oh, fell. There you go. See? Hopefully. Okay, I'm here with my buddy Abram. And I invited him to go to this restaurant. I know you can see it, Jerry's Grill. It's kind of hidden at the back of a what is that? A hotel? Because there's a sign in front, right?
Yep.